Hi everybody, welcome Saturday. It's the weekend. This is the only video you're going to get during the weekend, unless I decide to go live or something like that. But never think I'm going to do that because I don't know what I'm doing on the weekend. So this is what's left of the beads that I like from the two curated bead box that I had. I really do like these. These are pretty. I don't know what I'm going to make. I just threw out here what I liked. Bracelets, probably. What this video is going to consist of is grabbing some boxes, just making whatever comes to my mind. I really like these together. It may end up being a multi-strand bracelet with these. I thought I was going to put those together, but they just, I don't know. I may just hold these back and put them in a bead mix and make something fantastic. Well, they look good with those. I just don't like these because that paint comes off, as I found out. So I'm kind of worried about making something nice with them. But you know what? I think I'm going to make a fall bracelet with those. So that'll be a bracelet. Let's see. Maybe I'll use these yellow beads in with these blue ones and make a bracelet with those. Because I only have a few little yellow beads left. Like that. I don't know. I don't know if maybe... I don't know, guys. I really don't. Let's get... I'm kind of sorted into a pile here. Then, of course, I have some of these green ones left. All right. Like that. And then we have these. So I could do a necklace with these. Then they won't be like rubbing on something so hard. And this could be like a focal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play. All right. I don't know what we're going to do with these green ones unless I make a little girl's bracelet. We'll see. There's those. And there's those. I don't know. I really wasn't impressed with those. These, they're already scraping off and they've never really been out of their package. They're scratched. As much as I like them, people aren't going to want to buy those. So, I don't know. I may throw them in a bead soup mix of some sort and do something with them. So let me put them over here. I just don't like the quality of those. All right, let's make a necklace. Let's start with that. This is going to be a fairly long video. This I'm going to set aside and just make a necklace with it. I think I'm just going to set these aside for now. Let's start. I don't know. Maybe I'll do. No, definitely not. All right, let me get a. I'll do this with silver. Let's go and do this and see how that looks. Yeah, I think I will. Do I want one on both top and bottom? Or just one on top, just one on bottom? I think I'm going to do both. We're just making a focal for a necklace. I'm going to make it about that big. Cut it off. And then We're just going to roll that down, come back in, roll it backwards to make that shepherd's hook shape, and then loop it. I am going to close it because we're just going to put it on the necklace. I think what we're going to use is the brown cord. So I think what we'll do is like this, a little farther up that. We'll put some of these in between here and here. Put some of these here with this. What do I want to put in there? Maybe this is where I add some of these little flowers. I have 2 tiny little flowers. They'll probably be too tiny because it'll go up in. So let's use one of these on each side, like so. Put these, do 2 of those. Let's do up along there, put a couple more. Let's do 2 and 2. Voila. And that uses them all up except for one lovely, I don't like him. He's got way too much red compared to the rest. There we go. And we just designed a necklace. Let's go ahead and get some of this off from here. We don't need a whole lot. I'd say about that much. And I'll put this on silver chain. Like that. Set that aside. And I'm going to clip one end because we're just going to bead strain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, I am mixing metals. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We're going to hang that on. And now we're going to go up the other side, and I should count 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there's what our necklace, I actually like it, like how that turned out. I am going to go ahead and we are going to get a correct tray, and we're going to use the antique silver. 1, 2, and I already have the little packaging out of those right here. I have one. I thought I had one laying here. I just literally saw it when I started, and I was like, oh, there he is. So we have out 2 crimp tubes as soon as I get a hold of the little dude, 2 clamshells, and I have enough probably to use for a bracelet. I'm going to start right here on this end. We're going to put our clamshell on through the back, through that little hole, out through the mouth of the clamshell. Then we're going to pick up our crimp tube and we're going to put it on. Going to take our bent chain nose pliers. I'm going to grasp our crimp tube, bring it back up towards the end, but leave a little tail sticking out. We're just simply going to mesh. Going to bring our clamshell up and we're going to give it a tug test. We're going to line up our crimp tube with our clamshell and we're going to fold it over. We're going to give this a gentle squeeze and then we're going to press down on this so that it closes. And then we're just going to slide our necklace all the way down. And I'm going to pause you and do the other side. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other side. We're going to open up our clamshell like that. Put it through the back, out through the mouth. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our crimp tube because we're going to drop these all the way down to the necklace. And like I said, I have a large piece left, which is fine. We're going to make a bracelet and we'll use that piece. I am going to, well, let's go ahead and do this first. We're going to kind of curl this so that it's not poker straight, but we don't want any excess spaces. We're going to reach into the mouth of that clamshell. My pliers are magnetized, unfortunately. Grab that crimp tube and I'm going to press down into the clamshell and squeeze that crimp. And because my pliers are magnetized, I'm going to have to reach down in there good and make sure I have that good and squished. Because it likes to stick to my pliers and not squish. I'm going to give it a tug test. It's on there tight. Now I'm going to clip away all my extra. Just up from where that crimp is. I'll set that right there so I can use it. We're going to line this up and close that clamshell. Give it a little hug. And then we're going to squash that down. We're going to measure this. I do all my necklaces usually about 20 inches. After this, I probably won't show you the entire putting the necklace together. So we have 8 inches. There's going to be an inch worth of jump rings and clasping and all that. So in order to make this 20 inches, we're going to need 11 inches of chain. I have still got a piece of silver chain right here that I'm trying to use up. And it looks like it might be at least 11 inches. When I cut my chain, because I know I need 11, that's 5.5 and 5.5. So I have definitely way over 11. What I'm going to do, because I know I need 5.5, is I'm going to back one side up so it's less than 5.5. And this will be the side that gets, and I mean less, like just a little bit less. This side gets the lobster clasp and little jump ring. And this side will get more than 5.5. And this side gets just a jump ring. So there's my 5.5. And this makes up for the 5 and the extra that I cut off the other side to make that the longer piece. And then I have a little piece of chain left over that I can use to make extenders with. So we're going to get that out of the way. Close this up. I'm going to get my silver findings out. We're going to need 3. Oh, those are all stuck together. Of those, because we need 1 for each of these and 1 for the lobster. And then I'm going to get out 1 lobster, and then I'm going to get out a 7mm. Okay, so this is the shorter piece. This gets the lobster. That's the longer piece. So we're going to get these out of our way a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to need those and these. Pick up a jump ring. We're going to put on the chain. So what do you guys do on your weekends besides watch videos? I live a boring life, guys. I don't do anything. I don't really have any family. I speak to my one brother on a rare occasion. We don't really speak. We just kind of, check in on each other once in a blue moon. And that's it. It's more of a social, are you still alive kind of thing. That's about it. And I come from quite a large family, extended family, long history. Our family is large. Not my immediate family, but, the rest of the family. But, family arguments and disagreements, and I just have no part of it. I don't, it's better to not associate yourself with people that want nothing but ill will for you. So, and that includes offspring. So anyways, pretty much hang out here in my little tiny house, make jewelry, make videos, and talk to Alan and the cat. And yeah, I have a very quiet life. So, highlight of my week used to be like Thursday nights. Elspeth used to be on, and Ghost, and shows like that. I loved watching them. And now Elspeth is not on until October 17th. I can't wait. I really liked that show. At first I was like, what is this show, Elspeth? And I liked So Help Me Todd. I loved watching that. So there we go. There is necklace number 1. And from here on out, I probably won't show you the whole, every step of putting the chain and everything on, but I'll, show you like starting to put it on or something, and then showing you the finished product. So we have piece number 1 done. I'm going to lay it right there out of our way. Now let's work with these blue and yellow. It's got to be a bracelet. There's no way I can make this into something other than that. I'm not even sure if it'll make a pretty enough bracelet. Let's go ahead and string it and see what we can come up with. I really do like the blue. I don't know, maybe just the blue with some, let's put some seed beads between. Let's put a couple blue on. Because they're big and chunky, let's put a seed bead. I keep looking at those yellow beads and I'm like, they just don't look right. Come on. I think I know why this seed bead's still laid there. I have a seed bead that does not want to go on. Let's put this one on. There we go. And then let's do a couple more. Big chunky beads are really, you know, they don't want to bend if you don't have something between them. Let's see what it looks like with one of these yellow beads between these. Get an idea? Oh no, definitely did not look right. Let's go ahead and do that with these big blue beads. I'm going to try one more time to use the seed bead. He even looks like he has something inside. So let's get a few of these out. Not too many. And let's just make a fun bracelet. Okay. So on Saturdays, I'm pretty bored because there's nothing really on TV. There's nothing really on YouTube. But most people I watch. Did you see that? It went right up inside of that bead. Is that going to happen with all of them? Those didn't. Those didn't. Okay, that must have been a smaller seed bead. Let's see if I can get that back out of there. There, it fell back out. That one's got a really big hole or something. Let's see. Okay, he stayed. I like to watch, like, true crime. I don't know. We're not going to use him. He has a really big hole. So, you know. Okay, that did not go up in. It's wanting to, though. That was a little strange. Let's see if that one. Nope, he's good. You know, I have a couple that I watch all the time, and that's pretty much all I do. And I watch, you know, all my friends that bead. So, let's see. Whoop, did you see that? Get him back out. He looks like he has a small hole. But yeah, that's pretty much my life. In a nutshell, guys. And when you do a bracelet and you're using bigger beads, your bracelet is going to take up more room on your wrist. So you'll have to make a longer bracelet. So, let's see. He did good. See, this is the problem I had, and I really did not like that at all. I know a lot of people get the curated bead box, but I don't know. It wasn't for me. That, and I got my box like so late in the month. By the time I got it, everybody else was getting, you know, a couple days later, everybody was getting the box for the next month. So, you know, and I tried to get it changed, and it just wasn't changing. So I think I will put some, make sure the seed beads don't go up inside of that. Looks good. I think I'll just put seed beads, like 3 on each end. And this isn't one for me, so I do want it to not be real big. So let's see how that looks. Whoops, I just flung it. Let me put a clip on this end. I'll bring you right back. Well, I know Alan just came home, but I don't hear the motorcycle, so we're just going to continue. So because I'm going to be using clamshells, just like I did on the necklace, I decided not to take off one bead, because I would have made it the size that I wear. And I forgot to get out the little ones of these. I need to just order a whole mess of these, like a couple hundred, and have it over with, of the crimp tubes. But, you know, winter is coming upon me, and, you know, I still have a huge inventory. So I'm going to mash that down just like we did before. Bring this up, close it. Okay, while Alan was talking to me, I went ahead and put the clamshells on, just like you would with the necklace. With the bracelet, we are going to add our, most bracelets that people make, you don't have to worry about one side being in the front and one side being the back. And I really don't know if there's a correct way to put, you know, which way to put your clasping on. If I'm making a bracelet for myself, and there is going to be a front or a back, because I'm putting like a kitty cat or an owl that's one-sided or something like that, then I worry about it. But make sure that that is clasped. If I'm just making one that's not, you know, I don't worry about which end I put on. But for me, I always make sure that, you know, if it's singles, you know, only going to face one way, that I put it on the way that I need it on for myself, because I put my bracelets on by, you know, having it dangle over my wrist under the edge of the table or the counter or the desk or something like that. And then I bring this part up, so it's dangling like this, and I bring this part up and clasp into it like so. So this would be dangling down, and clasp into it like so. But there is bracelet, and let's see what I can do with these. Whatever I don't use goes into a bead bag, and, you know, we go from there. I'm thinking another bracelet, guys. I have a torn fingernail, and I'm afraid if I tear it anymore, I'm going to end up with, you know, an issue. So let me just kind of trim that. It keeps catching on everything. All right, I trimmed it. So I don't know, these, now it's really catching. I don't know, those mustard yellow might look good, kind of throw it in there a little bit. That one has black on it, looks terrible. Let's get rid of it. This might be like 2-strand, kind of make it like a wrap. Let's see. I have a ton of this brown, so we're just going to roll off a piece that will go around my wrist twice. Like that. Good enough. And we're going to clip it. We're just going to make this a wrap. So I'm going to clip one end. We're going to put some seed beads on one end. I like to put seed beads on the end before the clasping. We're just going to put 2. Well, let's do 3. I can't handle an even number. It has to be an odd number. Let's just start with one of these. Let's do like this. And so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do another one of these. Let's do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah. Are they going to go inside of those beads? So far, so good. All right. So let's go ahead and do one of these and one of these. And let's do a yellow one between it. Like that. And now we can go one of these, one of these, and one of these. We're just randomly putting them on, guys. Oh, that looks terrible. What was I thinking? Let's go ahead and put a seed bead on to kind of block that a little bit. And then let's go ahead and, because we have a bunch more of these than we do anything else. Whoops. I want some of these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm kind of liking this. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't use, they like use up every single bead and they don't ever leave themselves leftovers. And it's like, you should leave yourself leftovers and not be so extravagant with your jewelry, and you know, but you know, that's just me. No, I don't like that yellow bead being there. I just don't like the way it looks. Let's put another seed bead there. And then let's go and do like I did before with a yellow bead between them, like that. I really like that. And then let's go ahead and do like so. So we have 4 of these and 6 of these and 3 of those. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, no 1, 2. So those two, those two. So we're going to go ahead and put let's go ahead and put a seed. Well, no. If I do a seed bead, I can do these 3, that, these, that. I forgot how it was going. These 3, that, with that. Sounds good. So let's do a seed bead. And let's do a set of 3. 1, 2. I wasn't planning on actually doing a whole, pattern, but that's how it turned out, guys. 2, and then oh, I still don't like it there. I don't. Whoops, I just flung him. Let's go with a seed bead. Three, 1, 2, and then the yellow, red, maroon flowers, and the red. Let's see how many times this goes around my wrist. 1.5. Okay, let's come up with some creativity. So we have these. Quit sticking to my finger. And then we have these. Let's see what happens when we put these on there. 1, 2. Oh gosh, no. Let's go ahead and just seed bead like a bunch. And see how far we get. Make sure I'm not going to go up there. Let's see how far that takes us. One and a half. And then I'm going to add a little more seed beads, and then I'm going to have that. So you know what? We could add some flowers on the end. So let's take some of these seed beads back off. Let's add some flowers. Actually, let's go all the way back to here. Add flowers. Let's take that yellow one off. Let's add flowers, yellow, flower. Then let's add these back on. 1, 2, 3. So I've already used those 2 flowers. So we can use 3. That leaves us 1 flower left. And then I'm going to add another flower, and then I think the seed beads will not go up inside. If they do, we will add some actual beads. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and do that and see how much that added to it. Wow, that's going to make a big difference. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pause you. Okay, everybody, so this is what I've done. I have added these little flowers and these other little yellow beads, and I've also added these the last 2 of these that were still in the box. They were kind of stuck together, so I took my cutters and, you know, the paint was stuck. And then I came across these little here in one of the dish, the little wings and these little howlite imitation beads, a little round spacer bead, this little bicone, and then I put 5 of these on, and I did the same on the other side. Now remember, when you're making a wrap bracelet, it's gonna have to like cross over itself. So this is definitely going to be a smaller bracelet, and it may need a I'm gonna actually put 7 on. It may need a I can't think of the word now, extender chain, even for a smaller person, but or it may not, depending on the size of their wrist. And I'm going to go ahead now and just put my clamshell on. And I think with these darker beads, I'm going to go ahead and use a like a bronze colored clamshell, and we're going to do that. So I'll bring you back in just a moment. Okay guys, there is your completed wrap bracelet made with beads. It looks so pretty. I love I put the flowers in there, and it will go kind of almost meet my wrist. And let me measure this for you. It is really long, so this will definitely kind of fit a 7 1/4 inch wrist, but it's really tight. From the end of the jump ring to the end of the clasp is 14, whoops, I wasn't there, 15 inches. Like I said, the bigger beads take up more space on your wrist. So that is project number 3. I'm going to keep that off to the side, but the rest of these beads can go into a bead soup. I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't want to show you what I'm keeping out of that bead box is these beads here, because it's about time to start making Christmas decorations, and I thought these would be fabulous for that. So these are going in a dish and being set aside for that purpose, because honestly, it's not that far off to make Christmas things. All right. Okay, guys, I don't know what's happened to my phone. It looks really, really dark. Okay, let's just keep going. Um, Weird. Um, I I just pulled out some stuff out January, February, March. I think they're all kind of thrown in there together. I think we're gonna make some simple earrings out of those and out of those. And I really want to do something with these. I really kind of want to do something with that. I don't know, guys. I have these sun links. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, that definitely doesn't go. Maybe these sun links and earrings with, you know, something like this as a dangle. I think that'll work. Why is my phone so dark? I'm just gonna go with it. Let me see if I can lighten it up. There we go. All right, maybe I bumped it. All right, let's just go with it, guys. So I don't know if I'll use him, don't know if I'll use him, but let's get these earrings done. All right, I do want to get my really good I just had them out this morning. 18 karat gold plated jump rings. I like to use them. These are 18 karat gold plated ear wires, so I do want to use them. These are really pretty, very dainty. We're going to go ahead and put them all together. Real simple, real quick. My goal is to at least give you guys like an hour-long video to last you all weekend. So we're simply going to put these on. Make sure they're facing forward. And then I believe this way makes it face forward. Let's see if I'm right. Make sure it's closed. Ta-da! I did it. Okay, let's do that again. So, on Saturdays, I just put out a long video that will last you guys all weekend. And I don't do any videos on Sunday, even though I don't have anything going on. I know everybody else does. So that's just, you know, algorithm tells me nobody watches videos on weekends. I do. So if you're somebody that's a creator and you put out videos on the weekends, thank you so much, because it gives me something to do. And we have earring pair number 1. Aren't they gorgeous? I love these. Very pretty, very dainty. Now let's do these little roses. I don't think they need any more. They are single-sided, so we'll do the same thing. I like to use jump rings because it lets them hang freely. That and the loop is like this way, so they wouldn't, I don't know, would they hang right? Yes, they would. So let's, even though I really would prefer them to not be, you know, hanging directly from the ear wire, I'm going to. So we want to put them so they're facing out. I'm going to close them. just like that. There's one. Oops, wrong way. Facing out. Close it. And there is the second pair. Very quick. These little guys, there is a front and a back. And he's got kind of a little bit of a bend to him. Do they both have a little bit of a curve? Not really. Let me go right here and flatten him. There we go. He has loop-de-doops. Do I hang? I don't like the way that looks. Tinies? Do I have that many tinies? I don't like them on there. I don't like the suns. He does have a curve at the top. Let's kind of straighten him a little bit. Which is odd. These are like super duper strong. Hold on a second. Okay guys, I'm going to make, I'll brighten my, I guess it's not going to brighten any more than that. I'm going to make one more of these with you. They're kind of like an opalescent, kind of with a gold on one side. I'm going to keep this kind of small. So I'm cutting off that. And I will use those pieces on other projects. I may just cut that one a little too small. And I'm going right out close to the edge of my pin around my pliers and starting my loop. Actually, he's turned out pretty good. And then I'm bending it backwards to make it so that it has that nice little shepherd's hook, closing it. And actually, he's kind of a little longer than I need. Let me clip a little piece off. Okay, and fix him. So let's bring him down a little bit. Must have had the pin up a little higher than I wanted. Then we'll straighten him. The one I do on video is the one I mess up royally, right? Isn't that the case? So I'm going to swing it open, and then I'm just going to add it to the chandelier component, swing it back shut, and I'm going to make sure I kind of work hard on that a little bit. And there is the dangles. They're wanting to catch on my felt here, so we're going to put these on the ear wires. And I do need to use jump rings for these. I have one already open, so we're going to put this on. So you want to put it, I'm just going to open one. There it is. So when you put these on, you want to put them on so they're facing out, and you want your earring so that the earring is facing towards you, like that. If I did it right, ta-da! I did it right. Ah, that felt is grabbing it. I need a new piece of fabric for to use for bead mat. Again, put your earring facing out. put your earring finding facing like that. Close it. And I hope I wasn't just off the screen. I think I was, but I'm sorry. And there is another pair of earrings. We're going way back to January, guys, and here it is. Almost time to get the September box. So let me get them aside. So there is 3 pairs of earrings. I really was going to use them for something. Oh, I was going to make earrings with these too. So let's do that. We're going to make dangles. I just want to use, like, let's see. Will they go on a head pin? Like this. I think that'll look good. Dangle from there. We're going to cut off about that much. Roll that back. And then I'm going to reach in here and go like this. And then I'm going to close that up when I put it on there. But I do want to straighten this up now. All right, I close that when I put it on. I want to find a similar shape, similar size, like that one. Yeah, maybe a little lighter colored, like that. And let's see how he looks when he's on a pin. Really cool. So let's go ahead and clip right about there. Roll that back. Odd shaped beads are kind of hard to close sometimes. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and put him on an earring. I'm going to flip it open, put it on the star, and we're going to close this. Kind of hard to see it with all that shiny. There we go. It dangles really nicely. I will be, oh, I gotta get 2 more ear wires out. And I believe, yes, I'll be able to put them directly on without jump rings. So let's go ahead and get him on. Again, he will open like this. Put him on. Get back out of the way there, little dude. Come on. And then try to close it up. And I want to straighten it just a little bit. There we go. Now let's go ahead and put them on the ear wire. I'm going to open that. I want this facing out, like so, and close it. And there's that one. And then we're going to do the next one. And there is another pair of really cute earrings. So there we are, guys. We have 4 pairs of really cute earrings ready to go. And I don't know if I really am going to mess with that today. I think that we have cleaned out one box completely. That is the goodness, I can't remember that subscription. That I don't have it anymore. Curated bead box. That one is cleared out. I just kept these to use for some Christmas decorations. And then I'm going to put these back in. These are all out of the January, February, March kind of box. It's all in one box. I want to get that pretty much cleared down because it has 3 boxes in one. It is still quite full. So I want to work on that a little more and then start working on some of my smaller boxes. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Bye, everybody. Oh, I want to show you everything that I made. So here we made these 4 pairs of earrings. This pair, the felt really wants to grab them. We made a wrap bracelet. We made this blue bracelet, and we made a necklace in just over an hour. So 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of jewelry. So I'll bring you where you can see them a little better. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of you. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.